Okay, hey guys, so here I have another declutter video. In case you couldn't tell, I'm doing all of these in one night. I don't know if I'm going to get through my entire collection in one night, aside from mascara, which I did a few nights ago, but, we'll see. Um, so this one's going to be powders, primers, and setting sprays. So let's just kind of jump right into. I know I'm getting rid of are these Dream Powder or Dream Wonder powders from Maybelline just because they're broken. Both of them are broken. There is no point in keeping them. So those are going to go bye-bye. Ones I know I'm keeping, the Revlon Nearly Naked. I really love this powder, so I'm going to keep it. My two Bare Minerals powders, I have the Mineral Veil in just the original Mineral Veil, and then I have Well Rested. Yeah, I really do like both of these powders. Although I haven't played too much with the Mineral Veil, I do want to play with it a little bit more. These are two of my favorite kind of loose powders, so I'm going to keep those two. I have 3 different loose powders, and I really only need one. So they're all very, very similar in my opinion. So okay, so I have the Master Fix by Maybelline. I have the NYX Studio Translucent Finishing Powder, and then I have the e.l.f. HD powder. I think I'm going to pass on the Master Fix and the e.l.f., and then I'm going to keep the NYX one. Also going to keep the HD finishing powder. This is the pressed powder. It is a white powder, just like its loose version, but I like the two of these, so I'm going to keep them. The next thing I have here is this Wet n Wild pressed powder, and it's a nice enough powder. I'm still kind of forming an opinion on it, so I'm going to keep that. Powders I don't really find myself reaching for are the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder, although I really haven't given this much of a chance, so I think I'm actually going to keep this one. But I think I'm going to pass on the Mineral Wear Talc-Free Powder in the shade Translucent. Actually, this is a very kind of like light beige looking powder, so I don't know that I consider that translucent, but this is from Physicians Formula. I don't use it, so I think I'm going to pass on that one. I am definitely, I think I'm going to keep the last 4 powders I have here, which are the NYX Stay Matte Not Flat Powder Foundation, and it is the only powder foundation I own. I really, really enjoy this powder. It is so, so nice. I have mine in the shade Nude, which I believe is probably the second shade, because it says O2, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. The Stay Matte, this is in Transparent from Rimmel. Then I have the CoverGirl Clean Matte Pressed Powder in Classic Ivory, and I really enjoy this, especially with the BB Cream foundation, really. And then this is the Maybelline Better Skin with salicylic acid in it, and I really, really enjoy this. So those are the ones. I'm going to keep some of those, and I've gotten rid of 5 powders, not too bad. So just realized I didn't count everything before I started again. Whoops. So, let's see. Do I have any other sprays? I don't believe I do. So, these are my setting sprays. I'm probably not going to get rid of a whole lot. I think I will probably get rid of... I'm not a big fan of the Wet n Wild setting spray, so I think I'm going to get rid of that one. I think everything else I kind of want to keep. I have 3 little travel sizes. Well, technically, I guess 4 travel sizes, because this is a travel size as well. This is the Urban Decay V6. I'll typically put this on before I do my makeup, or before I put, a primer on. And then I have the Makeup Primer Spray from Skindinavia, which I'm pretty sure is almost, the same thing as the B6, but, and then I have an Urban Decay All-Nighter, as well as, an Urban Decay All-Nighter, which this actually had another cap on top of it, if I remember correctly. Or no, that was this one. This had 2 caps on it, and I don't know what happened to the other cap. And then I have the L'Oreal Infallible, which it actually seems like I may be out of soon, so I'm I'm kind of excited to keep those. Those are nice to have. And then I have the NYX setting sprays, the Dewy and the Matte. I'm going to keep those. And then the Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist from Hard Candy. I am going to keep all of these because I really like my setting sprays. Okay, now moving on to primers because I have a good chunk of those. I already know I'm going to get rid of some of these. I have a lot of baby primers because a lot of my primers have come from samples. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of a lot of these actually. These three here, I already know I'm going to get rid of. The CoverGirl True Blend Face Primer for Combo Skin, not a fan of it. Sheer Envy Primer Lift and Firm, also not a fan of it. Wet n Wild Primer. Actually, I really haven't tried this one much, so I'm going to keep this one for now. I have another primer that I forgot I had over there. The Sheer Envy Coconut Water Primer Stick, definitely keeping. The NYX Honey Dew Me Up Primer, definitely keeping that. This is the Dermalogica Hydra Blur Primer. I do want to keep that. I have two Smashbox primers. One is the Pore Minimizing, and the other is the Photo Finish. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to try the Photo Finish and then get rid of the Pore Minimizing. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I do like this one. I will be keeping that. The Benefit Professional, honestly, that and the Baby Skin. I've not been a big fan of those, so I think I'm going to get rid of these two. I have the Step 1 Skin Equalizer Smoothing Primer from Makeup Forever. Didn't really care for it, so I think I'll pass on that one. I have a Hangover RX from Too Faced. I think I'll keep that one, and I'll keep my e.l.f. Hydrating Primer. Okay, and then I just have a few eye primers, and then we're all done. This is a super duper short video because I really don't have that much in this, so... okay, so things I know I'm absolutely keeping. My Milani eye primer is kind of my holy grail eye primer. I don't know that I really need 2 Urban Decay primer potions, so I think I will keep the big one because I did pay for that, and the sample one I just got as a sample, so I will keep that. This is the Shimmer Shadow Primer from Hard Candy. It didn't really do much, so I'm going to get rid of that one. I have 2 of the Lorac Pro eye primers. One is older, one is like almost practically brand new. I've never used this one, so I'm going to get rid of the older one and keep the brand new one. NYX Glitter Glue Primer, I'm going to keep that. The Wet n Wild Eyeshadow Primer, I've not really given much of a chance, so I'm going to keep that. And I have a tiny little Makeup Revolution eye primer that it hasn't really appealed to me, and I've really not kind of gravitated towards it. So, that being said, let me kind of put things away and off to the side so I know what I'm keeping and what I'm not. Let's see. So, I know that I've gotten rid of a decent amount of primers. A good chunk of powders, actually, out of my powder collection. And then 1 setting spray. So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 things being gotten rid of. And I don't have a full count of how much I actually had overall, just because I'm smart and I forgot to count that. But yeah, I got rid of 16, so I'm pretty, happy with what I got rid of in this. So I hope you guys liked this video. I know it was much shorter, so maybe that was a blessing, maybe that was a curse. I don't know. I personally love watching super long videos. Sorry about that. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, guys!